Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 5 of my Pig Farmer series. Last episode, we sold off some pigs and paid off some loans and did all that sort of stuff. And now we're repurposing our fields for all that good stuff. Taking a look in here, our pigs are, well, they could be better. I need to buy some food for them soon. Just terrible. These pigs are terrible. They're the worst. Anyhow, they're doing good. They're fine. They're fine. We just need to put a bunch more food in here, which I'll do. I'm going to get a couple loads of slurry sold off. I already put one load in the trailer. Just got to sell it now. In the meantime, though, things that we need. I know we've kind of talked about this. To keep making pig food here. The things that we kind of are after is, well, we have plenty of potatoes right now, and I think we have more in storage, right? Yeah. Those ones, though, we're probably going to use for planting, so we'll see how many of those we have left. But we still have plenty in here for production purposes. We need more sorghum for this recipe. We will need some more barley soon. And then we need some more soy, but not as much soy. Sorghum is the most desperate. So looking at the crop calendar, I think we're going to plant another big field of potatoes. I think that'll be fine, so we can store them. And then the potatoes, we plant them here, which is where we're at in April. We should be able to harvest them here in September. And then plant that field with barley, since I didn't plant any fields with barley last year. So what I'm thinking is do potatoes on 17, do sorghum, soy and soy, I think will be good. And that'll be the 4 crops. So soy, potatoes, sorghum. I think that's what I want to do. I think that'll be a good way to go about it. And I think that will cover most of our issues and stuff like that for the time being. So that's kind of my plan. I'm going to get all that stuff prepped, purposed, all that stuff. I'm going to buy some more pig food off camera and I'm just going to keep chugging along. There's nothing terribly exciting happening on here. I will get all that stuff done. I might do, actually, just because I haven't done anything like it, I might do like a time lapse of the potato planting. Just I haven't really done a time lapse or anything like that. So I actually might do something like that. But that might be the next thing to see if I decide to do that. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in a bit. So planting is done. You saw a brief time lapse. I didn't want to do the whole thing because there was it took a while. I had to reload the potato planter a ton. I think we went through like actually close to 5,000 liters of potatoes to plant that, which, I mean, better potatoes than seed. So it all ended up working out, but still, yeah, I didn't want to do a full time lapse of that. So sorry about that. Another thing I actually kind of figured out that I might as well try to do while I was planting the potatoes, because I had to plant everything else as well. I actually just hooked the seeder onto the back of the truck because this doesn't have a PTO, so I figured why not. I know it's probably not the most realistic way to do it, but I figured just to save me a little bit of time, because honestly, it doesn't really matter that much because I'd have to do it eventually, so it just saved me a little bit of time off camera doing some work. So I pulled that just fine. I sold our slurry. We got a little bit of money, not a lot for it, but as you can see, it's pretty low. I also bought a bunch of food and put it in here. Yeah, a bunch of food. I think I bought 6 pallets of... Where are they at? They're in here. 6 of the big pallets. Oh, too far. Ooh, no, somewhere right in here. Yeah, here we go. I bought 6 pallets of these, so that should hopefully give us enough food for them for hopefully a little while. I'm scared it's not going to be that much. I almost want to put a little bit of root crops in here just to kind of top that up a little bit, but I know it just looks low, but I know it's supposed to be pretty proportionate, at least down here. The base food might be a little high because we did load it up. But yeah, so it's doing. I also bought some more digestate to put in here so we can make some more solid fertilizer because we were low on that. So it's slowly producing that. And then I have our fertilizer set up over here staged because obviously the potatoes I had fertilized them, but we have everything else got a layer of fertilizer with the cedar because cedar does that. So, but yes, we have sorghum here, soy and soy, and then potatoes here. Once the potatoes get harvested, we will be able to do some barley, which eventually I want to do a little bit more barley anyways to do seeds. But yeah, barley will plant here after we harvest potatoes. Trying to think if there's anything else. Sorghum's here. Sorghum gets harvested pretty early too, so we might actually do a bunch of barley. That actually might be good, and then harvest it next year. Because then we're kind of getting a double harvest out of it in the year, but then next year obviously it's going to be a little lame because it's not going to be as effective. But we might just anything we can harvest soon enough to get barley put in there. We'll get that done. But in the meantime, I'm just going to get everything fertilized tomorrow. So we'll get all that squared away. But things are going well. Oops, sorry, my phone's going off. I apologize. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to keep doing off camera. And I will see you guys probably when it's time to harvest some sorghum or some potatoes. Okay, so we are into June. Nothing exciting is happening, really. Everything's fertilized, got all that done. Everything's still growing. Sorghum will be ready. Is it next month or the month after that? July? No. So August. So we have 2 months still. Pigs just absolutely annihilating the food, which I kind of expected. We are out of cash. These guys just gave birth. They're not worth that much. Normally you try to sell them at, I believe it's 1,200. Let me look at my sheet real quick. Yes, 1,200 is the value they max out at. So typically we try to sell them there. However, they just reproduce, so we have these 34 new ones. So I think I'm going to sell these guys off, and then these ones, after they reproduce, I think I'm going to sell them off too, because right now that'd be 68 and 34. So if we get rid of these guys, well, the 68 are going to replace themselves. So we're basically just removing 34 from how many we have. Oops, didn't want to do that. How many we have right now, which, how many do we have right now? We have 230. So we're removing 34. I think just with overall food costs and everything like that, and we need money desperately because we're in the negative now, and we're not to buy. I mean, we're paying $1,800 a month in loan interest alone. So I think it's going to be worth it for us to sell those 34 pigs. So I brought you guys back in just because we're going to sell them off real quick. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera in this series, and some people don't like that, and I've had comments about, oh, you're always in the menu. Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm always in the menu. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to, you know, or those are the ones we want to get, right? Yeah, those ones. Okay, let's get 17. Move the trailer. Yes, okay. And there should be 17 of them left in the, yep, okay, perfect. So, but anyhow, yeah, the reason I do that is not because I'm trying to make it boring or anything like that. Obviously, I want you guys to enjoy what you're watching and enjoy the series. It's just sometimes that's just how it works out because I'm trying to keep the series short, but there's still a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of stuff just kind of has to happen off camera. But yeah, so that's just kind of the reason behind it. That's kind of my logic there. But yeah, so it's a little interesting. But going forward, this is episode 5. So if all goes well, I plan to end this series in another 5 episodes. I just wanted this to be a quick series, which is kind of my goal with this. No Man's Land will continue. Try not to get in a collision here. But yes, No Man's Land will continue. So I'll continue to chug away on there and do that sort of stuff. That farm is more and more successful. I think episode 70 of the next one that comes out. So this will be coming out. Actually, I'm recording it on the 19th of April, at least some of this episode, 19th of April, and that's what I plan to put it out. It'll be out a little late today. But yeah, and I apologize. I've been really just kind of absent. Work has been really crazy busy for me, and I just haven't had the time to record as much as I would like to. So I apologize for not being out there. I know most of you guys are just like, yeah, you know, we get it. If you don't know, I'm called Farmer Cop because I'm a full-time police officer in the real world. So my job is fairly demanding, and I do, again, work full-time outside of doing this. So I don't have as much time to record as I would like to a lot of times, but it just is what it is. All right, sell it off $8,700. That is not a lot of money, but it's better than nothing. And we can go grab the other set of them right now. The good news is we're kind of at a point where we'll never have to buy pigs again, really. Kind of after we get a good source of pig food where we're not really, hopefully not really paying a whole lot for pig food, which hopefully after this year we'll have a lot of that. I think we'll probably need to get some more fields because we need to, I think that'll probably be our next investment is more fields to kind of get more harvest going on, which there's a lot of good options for that. I mean, this one is how much? 73 is not bad for that. I think this one would be a really good one. 58,000 is not bad. And then I think some of these square fields, I think that's kind of the route I want to go. I don't want some of these more odd shaped. Did I go past? I need to turn down there, didn't I? Yeah, well, we're just going to, don't worry about it. It's just going to skip through here like nothing happened. Easy peasy. Look at that. Oh, we actually did pretty good other than taking out that stop sign. Thought we were going to take out that poor person's carport there and they'd been upset with us, but that's okay. We survived. So yeah, we'll grab our last load of pigs here. Again, that's just going to get us by for a little bit. We're going to have to buy some more food before harvest. It just kind of is what it is. Someone was saying, I mean, the problem with our pigs, we don't really need all of these things. Base food plus root crops. I think just having base food, they like started to drop. So like we don't need all of it really per se, but for their health to be as much as we want it to be, we do kind of need that. Those guys are about to be done with puberty. Those guys just started. Yeah, these guys will reproduce, and then I think we will sell those guys off because that'll be 68 times what 512 is what we'll get for them, and that'll be another 34,000, which we kind of desperately need, and that'll kind of go towards food, and that'll kind of help also keep it a little bit easier in here in terms of feeding them. Even buying food from the store, we are still making a profit. I've tested that. We are still making a profit with that. So. For any of you guys that are worried about that, if you are curious about doing pigs, you should definitely check out my video, my pig test. I did test it. You will still make, if you buy all of your pig feed. So there are, again, multiple ways to buy it. If you buy all of it in the form of, well, actually, the easiest way will be nope, not those ones, these ones. If you buy pig feed as this, you will make a profit still off of your pigs. And that's 1,000 per 1,000 liters. The stuff we're buying is cheaper than that. It's, you know, instead of 1,000 per 1,000 liters, we're actually like saving 1,250 off of this deal here to get 6,000 liters, kind of buying it in bulk. So we're saving a little bit of money that way. So we're definitely making profit, not as much as we would if we were completely getting all the stuff ourselves. And it's kind of tricky because like it would definitely be worth it a lot of times to sell the food yourself, but you still will make profit off of pigs. Pigs are profitable. They were less profitable, I believe, in FS19, but FS22, it seems like they are profitable now, so that's a really good sign. But yeah, we are still making profit. The thing that's kind of hurting our profit the most is our bank loan, and I know it was going to happen. Sorry, pigs. Sorry, but yeah, that's kind of what's hurting us the most is because we're low on cash. But I wanted this to be a real challenge, and I think we will pull through. Our bank loan is still very high, as you guys know. And again, $1,800 a month. That ends up being quite a bit of money a year. What is that a year? That's going to be, get my calculator here. That's going to be over times 1. There we go. Over, that's like, we're looking at just, I mean, it's just 1,800 and some change. So we're looking at about 22,000 or so a year in loan interest, which is a big deal. So we kind of have to counteract that. So that is probably our biggest drain on, or our biggest thing stopping us from making money is that. But if we can start getting more and more pig food made and start manufacturing more pig food, then I think that's going to help us in the long run. And then eventually, once we get like our setup where we can do like some butchered pigs and stuff like that, which I know is not like a base game option like the meat factory and stuff like that, then we can start kind of making a lot more profit a lot quicker. And even if you guys are playing on console and you want to kind of do a similar challenge, you guys can still absolutely accomplish this because you can make, as we go, and you guys will see it too, we'll get to a point before we're even doing any like pig productions where we're doing really good in terms of money. We're making a lot of money. I'm gonna let that car pass. Hopefully, there we go. No, don't brake check me. Gosh darn it. Stupid cars in this game. Anyhow, yeah, it'll start to be a little bit better, a little bit more profitable. At some point, we may end up buying this starter farm and kind of building a big pig area on here. Maybe. That was one of the things I was One of my favorite things about this map is that starting farm area. I really like it. Just it's kind of secluded and everything back there, so I really like that. But unfortunately, like it just may not work out for us to do a big pig farm on there. We'll kind of see. We'll kind of see how it goes. I really like kind of where we started. There's a lot of open land in here, which is kind of nice. So it gives us a lot of freedom to kind of build some stuff and do that sort of thing. Because maybe we have all this space here we can buy. Because if you look at the map, all of this stuff is for sale. So we can buy this area around the bowling alley and own this chunk of land here. We can buy this area across the road, so we can get some more space over there. I mean, there's a lot of space in here for us to kind of expand just around here. And then if we want to, honestly, this field, we could just demolish it and not have to worry about doing that, make a big pig farm here. But it'd be so cool to clear this out and make a nice, cool pig farm on here. So I think that's going to be kind of the goal we're working towards. It's right next to the animal there too, so that'll be nice. But I think kind of the order of operations for us on here is going to be try to manufacture more and more pig food, still using this same barn here, because we want to get to a point where we have enough pig food where we can sell these guys at their most profitable every single time. That would be ideal. And if we can get there, then that'll be just amazing. If we can start selling them without having to buy any pig food, just from what we're producing, that's kind of a good step. And then from there, I think we'll expand and maybe get another pig food area, or another pig food area, another pig barn somewhere. We could buy that land and put it over there. But I think the first thing we're gonna need to do is expand and get more. Well, of course, we could even get rid of this field here too eventually once we get more fields. Because I mean, there's obviously better fields, bigger fields. That'd be just nice to have all of our pig barns in the same area. Because we could probably put 3 of those ones on here somewhere, put another one right across the way, and then maybe another one there, maybe even 4 depending, but we'll see how it goes. So that's kind of our plans going forward, is to try to get some of that stuff done. But I'm gonna bring you guys back in when it's harvest, either when we're harvesting or we've started harvest when something's going on. But I'll bring you guys back in here in a bit. So just a quick update for you guys. It is August now. I did buy 3 more pallets of pig food. In addition to that, I also sold 68 pigs, as we kind of talked about, because they reproduced, made these guys, so I sold them off. So, and then these guys, once they reproduce, and these guys, once they reproduce, we will sell those off as well to kind of keep us afloat. I did pay off like 20 or 30,000 in our loans, which was kind of nice. Just to, I mean, we can just it's kind of like a line of credit. As we need it, we can just get more off of it, so we can take out more loan again as needed. So I figured just to pay a little bit less interest, like a regular credit card. Our credit card has a $500,000 balance on it. I figured that'd be smart. Actually, this guy's about to run out of fuel. Probably should fix that here. Yeah, let's actually take him down to go get some fuel while I'm talking with you guys. But yeah, so I just brought you guys in. The potatoes aren't ready yet, so the potatoes they'll be ready next month. The sorghum is ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest all the sorghum, and I can plant barley now. So I'm going to plant barley on the... Where are you going? You're going that way? Okay. I'm going to plant barley on the 2 fields we can plant barley on right now. That way that's just kind of taken care of, and then that barley will be ready a month sooner than the other barley, which is fine. It's not going to matter a whole lot. So I'm going to start planting on this one and this one, because we should be able to. Oh, we can't. Never mind. I thought that was going to work. So next month, potatoes ready. So never mind. I'm not going to do that. I thought I would... Oh, gosh. I just murdered that driver. Well, I guess I didn't murder him. It's more like manslaughter because I was just being negligent. So anyhow, I wasn't paying attention. It was an intentional act. So there's the difference there. In case you're wondering, there's your little criminal law lesson for the day. But anyways, moving on. I'm going to keep going. I'll get the sorghum harvest done here. Hopefully we don't run out of gas before we get there. I mean, I can just buy a little fuel can and bring it out to the harvester. But anyhow, I'm going to get the sorghum harvest done, and then I will probably bring you back in for the potato harvest, and that'll probably be about the time we wrap up this episode. So I'll see you guys here shortly. All right. It is September, and it's time to start our potato harvest. Oh, no money? Oh, God. Well, let's get a little bit more money in the bank. There we go. And it should be harvesting. Perfect. Okay. And there off that goes. Sweet. Potatoes are coming in. We got 34,000 liters of sorghum, 34,288. And I activated the pig food production, which is now done. We can deactivate that again because we ran out of soy, it looks like, is our limiting factor now, which is fine because, oh, we're almost out of barley too. So we're not going to get a whole lot more out of this. How much did we get? Oh, we actually might have gotten a fair amount. 43,000 liters. That's excellent. Okay. How are we doing? Sorghum, great. Potatoes, great. Obviously, we still have more in storage. and we're getting more right now, so we have plenty of potatoes. Barley is going to be our new thing that we're running out of, because we'll be able to load up soy, because soy should also be, oh, not quite. Next month, soy will be ready to harvest. But let us get started with our untraditional method. Just figured I'd demonstrate this because I love it. Let's get barley ready to go here. I love that this works, and it makes it so much nicer that we don't have to have the tractor occupied with this task. Very untraditional method, very different method, but, well, not crazy, but a little bit non-traditional, but it still works. Yep, it's great. I love it. But, you know, we're making progress. Our pigs are still doing good. Everything's going forward as planned. We have plenty of pig food now because we have all the stuff in storage, so we shouldn't have to waste money on that. Soon we will be selling these pigs once they reproduce, and these pigs next month. So that'll be kind of how we get going into the next episode. But this is where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.